Hello, my ghouls, goblins, and creatures of the night. It's Lena, your dictator of downtime, and today we're diving into our first Disney Dreamlight adventure where I plan to introduce you to my Boo and Bloom Valley, my domain of downtime. We will be flying through fields, forests, and sandy dunes to see what's thriving, what's struggling, and what needs some TLC. So let's inspect, reflect, and maybe even plot a few upgrades. My creatures of the night. I'd like to introduce you to Madame Moonshadow, our elegantly ruthless inspector, and her loyal pup, Lord Hades. They've been summoned by yours truly to conduct a thorough evaluation of Boo and Bloom Valley. Madame Moonshadow will be judging the valley across 4 critical categories: functional layout, cohesion, creativity and detail, and storytelling. After each inspection, we'll review the scorecard to see how Boo and Bloom Valley measure us up. Will it charm the inspector, or will it be cursed with a renovation decree? Let's find out. So we begin the tour in the plaza, where it all starts. Obviously, I had to get the Halloween skin for the castle, and then I have the plaza pretty decorated. Well, we start off with the Disney Park entrance. I really wanted to use that. If I could have used it on all 3 sides, I would have. But I thought it was just like a great transition to the peaceful meadow because I love having like that direct open look down the stairway. Then we've got the Mickey and Disney sitting fountain. I just think it's a great sitting area. We've got Daisy's store, Scrooge's store. I think that's Sully and Mike's apartment over there, and just some flowers in the middle. Then on the opposite side, we've got Remy's corner. So I've got him a little garden. He's got a little outdoor seating area, a little piano for an outdoor player, fancy fountain, and then we also have his apartment there. I've got a gazebo. The gazebo has a view. It was really important to me to have a view of the peaceful meadow. Now let's take a look at what Madame Moonshadow had to say. It's alright, but not great. So we got an overall score of 4.6 and a comment to do better. I do agree with her, even though it's harsh. We got a 4 out of 5 for functional layout, 5 for cohesion, 3 out of 5 for creativity and detail, and a 4 out of 5 for storytelling. Not too bad. Could be worse. I do agree. We just need to clean up some things like the fencing and overall removing all the nightshades, night thorns, and all of that jazz. And then we are going to make our way over to the Peaceful Meadow. The Peaceful Meadow has actually transitioned a lot, like, recently. Like, I just made this little corner market over here with Mulan's tea stand and Goofy's stall. That bloody freaking clock that Disney made us make. A rose garden. Lots of greenery. Over here we have our outdoor area. I have no idea what these elevated bubbles are for. I think you could put stuff in them. I need to figure it out. But we've got our little teacup stands. I just think this is like an outdoor stage area. I think it's really cute. I wanted it to be like an outdoor theater type of deal. So that's the vibe that is going on here. Then we've got a cute little like picnic area over in the corner. Just little romance every here and there. And then we have what used to be my Toontown. As you can see, it's no longer a Toontown. As you can see, I have torn it all apart. We did have this really nice tucked over like little garden area. It's kind of empty. I didn't know what to put in here. So we've just got Beast's stall in there. And then over on the other side, we've got one of our craft tables. Literally not that cute. Before we get to the Forest of Valor, let's see what the Madam thinks. So the Madam gave us a 1.2 overall score and told me that we have potential. I agree with her. We got a 3 out of 5 for functional layout, 3 out of 5 for cohesion. I think we lost some stars because of the either end of the peaceful meadow, because I literally have no idea what is going on over there, but the middle part is good. We got a 2 for creativity and detail. I think, again, either side of the meadow has to do with that score. And storytelling, we got a 1. That one I definitely agree with. There's not much going on, besides the little amphitheater of like anything to tell a story, so definitely lots of potential stories to tell in the meadow. Then leading up to the Forest of Valor. So over here is kind of like a market area. I love the way I have like all of the bushes and the, what are they called? The little fountain water shoot up things. This is a little garden area, so I have like the blueberry and lemon bushes over there. And then we've got Kristoff's stall and a Goofy stall over here in this area. I really wish they gave my girl Elsa a better castle than a freaking cave. Like, justice for my girl. We interrupt this broadcast to announce that your dictator has a little bit of ADHD, and we will be reviewing the Forest of Valor and the Frosted Heights at the same time. I could promise that this won't happen again, but that would be a lie. And like, while I'm a dictator, I'm not a liar. So sorry in advance for this video and for all future videos. Leading up to the Frosted Heights, this is a hot mess. Like, period. Like, just a hot mess in general. I added the outdoor skating, the ice piano. I wanted it kind of Christmas themed, so I don't have enough Christmas decor for that, unfortunately. A seating area. And then over here we do have Anna and Kristoff's castle. Still think it's whack that she has a castle but not her sister, who's literally the ice queen. Goofy stall. Nothing much. And you're gonna see throughout the valley, it is a mess. Like, there's just night thorns and like other things that I'm supposed to clear up that I have not cleared up. And then moving along to the actual part of the Forest of Valor, I wanted to create kind of like a labyrinth. I wanted it to be kind of secluded, so I need to add a lot more trees. But this is where I'm building out the Toontown. I'm really happy with the direction it's going. It just really needs to be refined completely. This is like Mickey and Minnie's corner. They're gonna have a little garden area, sitting area, a little romantic spot to have little dates over there in Mickey's garden. And then we've got Donald over here. Shout out to the river kit that I got in the what is it called? The store. Really came in clutch. Daisy's little outdoor area to sit near him. And then Goofy, I gave him a hot tub because he's got money, because he's got all his stores. So I just figured he would have a hot tub, and then he has a crafting table too, because he's that kind of dude. Moving along to what will be the recreation area for the Toontown. They've got a little ping pong table. They have a little volleyball court. I used a lot of the Alice in Wonderland mazes. I'm going to make it more maze-like on the outside to get to the recreation area, but it's a work in progress. Now, to what Madame Moonshadow has to say, I can only brace for impact. Really? This is what you had to offer? Eek. Her words cut me to the core. But I was expecting it. The Force of Valor is a mess. As she says, hot mess with potential. It does have potential. I just need to rework it. We got a 1 star for functional layout, 2 for cohesion. That was generous. I guess it's because everything kind of does fit the forest theme. 1 for creativity and detail, and then 2 for storytelling. And I think we got that too because we do have the Toontown in there, and there will start to be a story, but it is a mess, and we do need to clean it up. Now, moving on to the Frosted Heights. Another hot mess. We got a 0.1, our kind of worst score, I think. 1 for functional layout, 2 for cohesion, 1 for creativity, and 1 for storytelling. I don't disagree with any of that. I even think having the 1 for storytelling was very generous, just because there's not much going up there. I definitely would love for you guys to leave a comment down below of what I should do in there. I have really been trapped and restricted with the item limit on the Switch, and I like protesting buying it again for on the computer because why do I have to pay money again for a game that I already own, Disney? But we'll see. Hopefully we'll do better in the other sections of the valley. Now, to Dazzle Beach, probably my proudest moment. I worked days on the Dazzle Beach. So we've got like the actual beach part here, just lifeguard tower, a little beach area to have food to sit out, and like just straight up access. And then you're going to see me add the other lifeguard tower here just to tie it in along. Then on the side here, we've got Moana's. She's got a little outdoor seating area in her, what I call her backyard. We've got her house, Maui's house, right next to her. And I used to have it a lot more crowded, and so that's why they were kind of like in this corner here. But I feel like I maybe could move it and give them some more room. Maybe move them off to that little island over there. But for now, they're here. I love this entryway with like all of the palm trees. I love how I have like all of the hidden like stones behind the fountain. And I love all the lights that I have in there. It's just, it feels like it's an adventure somewhere. Then over here we have what I call like the outdoor seating area that I'm looking at right now. This is just like where where I cook often on this side of the map. And I have like a little sitting area, like this is where people would barbecue. And then we've got a market over here. So the fish market for Moana, a bunch of other market for greenery, Goofy stall, that sort of thing, of really making it like an outdoor, like beachside market. And I love this little truck because I think it just like ties it all in. And I've been working on, and I love all the balloon archers for this and for this area, this side of the Dazzle Beach. I have to say I've been working on Cogsworth, his quests. They're annoying. They're needy. He annoys me. I never thought that I hated him, but like I do. And like him being mean to Stitch, not good in my book. As you can see here, I'm kind of just also working on getting things here and there to complete the quest while I was doing the tour, because we love a multitasking queen. But this is just like a seating area just to kind of fish, really. Like there's not that much like beach area that I would call it. A cute little ice cream stand and little seating area behind it to enjoy the ice cream. And then I really love the view from the staircase because I just think it's just gorgeous. Like I love that Mushu statue and how I have it surrounded by the greenery. It feels very lush, very tropical. Love the way it looks, because at first I was like, I don't know where to put this. I love the way the palm trees like do this little kind of arch on its own. And then we've got Stitch's house, which I think we were robbed, because how is it Stitch without Lilo? We need him. How do we have Cogsworth and Lumiere but not Lilo? Robbed. Now on to what Madam has to say. I'm actually looking forward to it at this time. Darling, you may be onto something. This has great potential. So that might be the highest compliment we will get from her at all. We get a 4.6 out of 5, which is really good. We got 4 out of 5 stars for functional layout, 5 stars for cohesion, which if she gave me anything less, I maybe would have been fighting. We got a 4 out of 5 for creative detail, and then 4 out of 5 for storytelling. Now, the only improvements I can think of is maybe improving the layout and kind of now opening it up a little bit. I used to have Eric and Ariel on the little island, and so I think I might open the beach up itself and move Moana and Maui over there to really not have it so cluttered. Then in the Glade of Trust, we've got a little fountain, a little seating area around this pond. One of those dream fruit trees. I hate them. They're annoying. It's just there because I had to put it somewhere. Then we've got my little market over here, which I actually love. So I've got Goofy's stall, this little outdoor adventure stall thing that I think I got in the store. Tiana's little train, and Oswald's car, which I actually do love both of them. I need to get the train tracks to make it look really good. I used to have a flower garden right there where the white picket fence is, but I had to use the nice iron, what is it called? Fencing. And then we've got Tiana's restaurant over here. We've got the Tower of Terror, my haunted mansion, and then Tiana's house. All kind of lined up. I really took inspiration from like a New Orleans. And then, oh look, there's Mickey's boat. I took inspiration from not Mickey's, New Orleans, like, of how it would look in like a downtown Orleans. Ursula's lair. I'm like talking out of the side of my head. I don't know. It's fine. Her little lair, I just think it's cute, cozy. I gave Tiana a little garden over here on the left, and then you can just see kind of the view of how all of the houses, Tower of Terror, Tiana's palace looks. I think they just all vibe together. Then leading back up to the Peaceful Meadow, I forgot entirely about this part when I was giving the tour. This is when I made Mulan's training ground. I originally wanted to put this on one of my floating islands, but it didn't make me put it in the valley, and then that kind of killed the dream, and I just kind of, it could be better. And now to hear, what does the madam say?
With just a few little changes, darling, it could be brilliant.
So we got a overall 2.1, which is not too bad. I think it's because literally one half of the glade is done well, and then the other half needs some improvement. But we did get a 4 out of 5 for functional layout, which I agree with. I think missing that 1 star is because, again, the one half, there's nothing. 4 out of 5 for cohesion, same thing. 3 out of 5 for creativity and detail. I think we lost 2 extra stars. I kind of agree with it. I kind of don't. Um, because of the one half, but I think, there's something in the simplicity too. And then a 4 out of 5 for storytelling. I think we really just need to clean up that other side again, limited to freaking item limits, and it just really crushes what I can put in there. I mean, the floating islands have been really great for my creativity and um what I can do there, but it's like that has no item limit. So why do I have an item limit in the valley? Explain to me, Disney, please. But you know what? It's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. But we are now going to go check out the Sunlit Plateau. Been able to tell I love arches. And I love flowers. That's why it's called the Boo and Bloom Valley. So very lush in this area of the map. I've got Goofy stall back there, lots of trees, lots of bushes, lots of flowers. I've got like the little oasis because I think it just fits perfectly in this corner, along with the fountain in the center, leading straight down to the bridge. I've got a little seating area to do fishing, our little cave over there, and then as we cross, I do love the way I have this fountain and like all the flowers that line it up, along with the little tiki torches. I think it's just like a great little centerpiece. Then in the back, I've got like nothing. There's a little like cooking area, and then we've got Simba. Why am I forgetting his wife's name? Nala, Timon, and Pumbaa. Again, Lilo and Stitch was robbed because how do we have all 4 of them? But and a Dreamlight tree. There we go. And then we've got kind of like a little pathing area to Casita, which I do think that Casita fits in here. I think I just need to fix the outside a lot, like the fencing. I don't like the white picket fence for Casita. I've seen that some people have like different like Casita walls or walls that kind of fit that color scheme, and I need to get that. I assume I have to get it in the store, so whenever that comes around. But I did give them a little garden area, like a little area to sit, and then we've got Wally's garden in the back corner here. Then over here, we've got a little waterfall. We have Scar's house. I just wanted to hide it completely. Like, it's over there in the corner. It's ugly. Like, I do not care about it at all. And hopefully the bottom thinks it's a pretty at least.
I've seen worse, but needs improvement.
So we got a 1.8 out of 5. Not terrible, but not great. 3 out of 5 for functional layout. I kind of agree. I think I could do better with some of the spacing and some of the pathways, especially around where the fountain is at. We did at least get 5 stars for cohesion, which I think fits because everything in there does go very well in that place. 3 out of 5 for creativity and detail. Again, it's really like the one half. Let's do a Casita and Simone and Pumbaa and all them. And then 2 out of 5 for storytelling again. I just need to figure out what I want the Sunlight Plateau to be, because there's not a market, there's not really like an area for folks to hang out at. I don't know if I should just leave it to be a lush, like safari kind of plateau. I don't know. But give me your comments and suggestions. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And then we lead up to the, is it called the Forgotten Lands? Oh, I don't, it's bad that I don't remember that. This has gone under some recent changes. I had a lot of vegetation, a lot of trees and stuff, and then I removed a lot of it. I added these cool trees that came from the Star Path. I like it. We've got Jack's corner. I call it. It's not really a corner. It's like the whole side, but he's got his own little pumpkin patch. I need to add back his pumpkin king seat, which sat over there next to the candles. It fit perfectly. I do love the vibe of where this part of the map is going. Like, I love the trees and the greenery. I think I need to add back more trees in it to cover up the view to the Sunlit Plateau. I love the little car. I don't mind the treehouse. A lot of people hate it. I love my Nightmare Before Christmas mansion, so that is my main house that I have in my valley. I love the little fire fountain. I just think it fits. I did put the Cheshire Cat over here because I think he just fits over here in the vibe. And then I've got what I'm calling like the witch's corner. So I've got the Madame Leota little seat stand thing over here. I think it just fits in this like little dark corner. It's like a little witch corner. I don't mind these little fire things either, so I do think I probably will keep them. I usually do because I think it just adds like a really cool vibe to the overall map. Like, I know I can get glass from it, but I think it's just cool. My backyard, nothing to be spectacular about. Again, I need to do more with the fencing, but it's such a pain in the butt to get the materials for it. Now to hear what Madame Moonshadow had to say about my dark and spooky forest.
It does have a dreadful appeal to it, but it does need to be refined.
I kind of figured that the Madam of Moon Shadow would like my forgotten little forest land. But we did get it 1.6 out of 5, which is not the best, but it kind of makes sense because it's kind of a mess right now. Like, in my opinion. We got a 3 out of 5 for functional layout, 4 out of 5 for cohesion, 2 out of 5 for creativity and detail, and 2 out of 5 for storytelling. I think all of that makes sense. I really do need to build a better story, and I think I need to lean into like the magical aspect that I was originally going for with it. But let's go and check out Eternity Isle. I do want to say that I'm most proud of this area, probably of all of my islands, just because the market came out exactly how I wanted it to be. I wanted it to like remind you of like an Egyptian or Middle Eastern market. I wanted it to be like full of life, even though we can't have like characters and like NPCs like added to be running it, but I wanted to feel like it was very busy, like you would have to bargain for things. What a great opening shot. This is why I love this market. I hate how hard it is to get those freaking fountains though, because I would have them everywhere. Everywhere. But I only have a couple, and I have them in this market, and I just think they're beautiful. I wanted it to be like very moody, very night market like. So lots of greenery, lots of flowers, very busy, stuff spilling out onto like the main walkway. Lots of like pottery and little knickknacks. I even have some hidden areas. So this is I don't even know what to call it. It's like my hidden like snake statues and worship. I call it like the time bending, worship center. So I have a little area like that in here. Just cute market. Like every like little knickknack like I didn't really want but like couldn't get rid of, I put it in this market basically. If it's there pretending to be sold by people. I also have another like hidden area over here, and it's like the little lounge area, kind of like the cool kids corner of like, in my head I'm like, this is where the kids hang out when the parents are working. And so have that. Oh, I just love those fountains. And then moving along to the other side, I used to have Eve and Wally over here. As you can see, I do not anymore. So it's not as put together as it used to be. I did move the stalls over here, mostly because I recently found out I could have this in the other DLCs. So this is a work in progress area. But this part of the waist, I think it's the waist, is coming along very nicely. I just recently put Tiana's Palace here, so I need to fix it up, add some fencing. But I just love the way this looks. I wanted it to look like luxury. Let me go collect this little, like, viewer's discretion. That's not it. It's fine. I wanted it to be very luxury. I wanted it to be like, this is where all the rich people are coming. This is like Remy's corner over here. Really elevated. Like I said, lots of greenery. I just love the way it looks, especially like at night, like the vibes. 10 out of 10. This freaking rock, I hate the way that it ruins my aesthetics because I have it beautifully made. Look at the little fountain things in the back. Like, it's just, it makes it beautiful. And then these rocks that show up in the middle of my walkways are annoying. But like, just a cute little area. Just like, look at that. This beautiful view of the sand fountain in the back. Hey, Belle. Hey, girl. Like, look at this. Like, aesthetics right here. This is beautiful. I love to take pictures over here. And then moving along to an area that is overrun, like I said before. I don't clean up at all in my valley, but this is a cute little just like transition area of like seating, greenery. And then down here we have another side market, and I also put Aladdin and Jasmine over here. They're my only princess and prince that live outside of the princess island that I've created. And I just think it's because their house just fits perfect here. Like, it fits perfect. I give them a little seating area, a little romantic spot. They have like a little bit of a chiller. I'm gonna call it like an artisan kind of galley area, kind of reminiscent of their quest to get them. So I recently just made this. So you may notice it's a different time of day. That's because I forgot to record the rest. So we're redoing it at an earlier part of the day. But that's okay because honestly, it doesn't look the best at night for the rest of this area on Eternity Isle. And that would be because I did not care about it at all. As you can see, there's literally nothing. It's a mess. You're also going to see me every time I can. I am trying to gather resources, and that's because I am a multitasking queen, and I am trying to get some Star Path furniture so that I can finish decorating some places that we'll talk about a little bit later on when we listen to the madam's inspection notes. But yeah, I honestly really don't care. I really don't know what to do with it either, to be honest with you. I'd love suggestions. Please comment down below what I should do, because this dictator does not know. And you know what? I'm a cool dictator, and I can listen to other people's opinions. I might not do anything with it, but I will at least listen. I did do something in this area, and I put Mulan. She lives back here. She used to live with Rapunzel, but I recently moved Rapunzel to my Princess Island. But I do love this area because I have it lined with the cherry blossoms. Really nice framing. I've got her house. I love the Mulan walls. Again, I probably need to complete it, flesh it out a little bit better. This used to be like a little bathing area for Rapunzel in that corner. I just left the shells of everything that I previously had because it was pretty, like, I guess cohesive. I had Mulan and I had Rapunzel over here. Mulan is a warrior queen. She's not a princess. So that's why she's not on my princess island. She does not belong there. Only princesses and their, what are they called? Consorts? And their mans belong over there. That's what we'll call them. Their mans. So there's just really nothing in Penelope's ugly house. I think I also banished Gaston, and I have Woody's house in the back, like bamboo thick area, which I obviously did not cover in this tour. This, I have no idea what to do. I have Oswald's house. I'd love to actually move him to like when I make like a modern Main Street type of deal, but I think I need more houses to go along with that. Maybe he could go in the plaza. Let me know what you think. Then I have kind of like a snack area in this corner of like kind of a little bit more modern. I don't know. It kind of fits of like the colors. This is where I have my house up here. I've really relegated myself to a corner. I used to have it really nicely decorated. I had like all of the luminescent flowers like in this really nice pattern. And then I had the magic carpet as one of my companions, and he ate them all. And I've been upset since. So I just never put them back or redid it. Moving along, we've got Mickey, Goofy's corner. I thought about making it another like treating area, but I don't know. I kind of gave up after one stall. I don't know what to put over here. I think I could move, now that I'm like looking back at this, I think I could put Moana's fish stall over here and make it a fish like monger market. I don't know. I do love the way these little berries look. And that's it for the Eternity Isle. I am more afraid to hear what the madam has to say about my Eternity Isle than probably any other place in my valley.
It was dreadful, darling, and not in a good way.
Eek. I was expecting it, but it's still hard to hear. We got a 0.2, which might be our worst rating. And got told to put my back into it. Which I do, because it's honestly unacceptable to have one area out of a whole entire island to be together. She gave us a 2 for functional layout. That might be because there's literally nothing really there. And what is there works. 2 for cohesion, which I appreciate. And again, I think that was very generous, and probably only because what is there does fit. 2 for creativity and detail. I think my night market really saves me. Same thing for the storytelling, 2 out of 5. Everything else just needs more. That is the piece de la resistance for this island. It needs more. So here in the bind, over in the Storybook Vale, I sort of have something going. We have like Tiana's Palace, Remy's, Scrooge's stores and restaurants over here. I've got this cute little cozy reading corner, which I actually do see characters sit at, which is just kind of cute. Then leading up to here, I've got a whole lot of nothing. I used to have Finn's house over there in the corner. Nothing. I have some... There's honestly not a lot of anything. And the Storybook Vale, I really have been just using it for resources. I do love like all of the trees, the flowers, and everything that came out of the Storybook Vale, because I have used them like literally everywhere. It is my preference now for like most things. But you're just gonna see there's just a whole lot of nothing, especially on this side, on the Maleficent side, as I call it. There's just nothing but mushrooms, frogs, and flowers. So here's a little speed up of that. Now moving over to Mythopia, the Hades side. I also have a whole lot of nothing, but once we get to the Elysian Fields, I did start on a little cute something over there. So here's another speed run through of a whole lot of nothing but marbled little demons and lots of trees and flowers. Now, leading up to the Elysian Fields, I also kind of like how I have the waste on Eternity Isle. I wanted this to feel very luxurious. I used to have Aurora's cottage back here, Again, I kind of just left it. I did think about having Hades' house over here, but I think it fits better on the Maleficent side than it does over here. So, like, I don't know. Maybe if we get Hercules and we get a house that matches, I'd put it back there. But for now, it's just like this cute little cozy corner blocking off. I forgot what this is called, but like that area. I have like Goofy's stall over here, the lineup of the trees and stuff. I need to make more marble what is it called, railing, because I think that it would look cute over there if I have it like the railing and the trees and stuff. But like a lot of the rest of this island, a whole lot of nothing. And then to the other side of the bind, as we wrap up this tour, I did work on one of the dream snaps over here. I think it was the fall one because it just fit perfectly with like the color scheme and vibes. And so that's what's over here. I just have it like very cozy, very warm, very pumpkin-y. I had a little pumpkin patch, but I already removed those pumpkins, so that's the remnants of them. But I just kind of kept it over here because I have noticed villagers using it, and I thought that that was cute. Now, let's take a look at what the madam has to think and what she thought of the valley overall.
Just a waste. So much potential and just a waste of a land. So I stand corrected. 0.1 out of 5 is a worse score, so the Storybook Vale beat out Eternity Isle for worst island. I don't know if that's a good thing. It's fine, it's fine. We have major potential, like the madam said. We got a 2 out of 5 for functional layout. I don't know how. Maybe it's because there's a whole lot of nothing blocking things. Same thing for cohesion. I guess what is there does work. A 1 for creativity and detail. I even think that that is generous because I think it has so much potential for a story and I just need to do more and put more into it. Same thing for storytelling. Again, I think it's generous. I think there definitely is stories to be told in the Storybook Vale. And I'd appreciate any ideas, suggestions that anyone has. Overall, we got a 1.3 out of 5 and a comment to do better. Could be worse, TBH. I expected worse. We got a 2 out of 5 for functional layout, 3 out of 5 for cohesion, 2 out of 5 for creativity and detail, and 2 out of 5 for storytelling. I kind of agree with how all of the scores in the entirety came out to be. I definitely need to do more with putting together stories and making it work because all of the areas do have potential. And if anyone has any tips to work around the item limit, because that's really what stops me, and then I get frustrated and then I don't want to do anything again because I'm a dictator and I'm not about to be told how many items I can put in my freaking valley when I have unlimited to put on the islands, because that does nothing but make me mad. But you know what? It's fine. I'm going to take this feedback. And in the next few videos, we are going to build out the Boo and Bloom Valley to be beautiful, to be spooky, to be mysterious. So by royal decree, I am ordering full renovations across the board. So I appreciate any suggestions. Please leave a comment below. I will be adding things to my Pinterest board. If you don't already follow me on Pinterest, please do follow me because that is where I will get some inspiration. I love anyone who posts on there just because I think it's helpful to me at the very least on like where to start and kind of be like, oh, they did that. That's kind of a cool idea and play on that. So follow me on Pinterest. By royal decree, I command you all to smash that like button and leave a comment below with your suggestions for how to improve the Boo and Bloom Valley. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest at the Dictator Lena, and I can't wait to see you guys again on our next adventure.